Well, hello everybody. This is Jamie the Board Game Man. I'm very sorry that I haven't pretty much been non-existent for the month of November, just because I have been sick for most of the month. The first week of November went really good. In fact, most of the games, I only picked up 4 games this month, so I apologize. It's going to be a very, very quick video. Of course, it might be better. Still got a little bit of upper respiratory stuff going on up here. But the first week of November was great. The second week, we flew to California. I met up with my parents and some friends, got to see them after not being out there for over a year. We decided to do an early Thanksgiving because there was no way I was going to go down Thanksgiving week just because of all the chaos and all that stuff with flights. And unfortunately, Linda got sick 2 days before we flew out to California. So unfortunately, she had a miserable time in California when it came to being sick. I mean, seeing everybody, she was happy. Bless her heart, she was trying her best just to try to make the best of the trip. Especially how much it cost to get out there and rental car, which was kind of weird for me driving a rental car out there. But we did have a lot of fun, and I started feeling it on the way back. That Sunday, we were flying into Nashville, and I felt myself going, oh no, I think I'm getting what you're getting. And then that whole next week, I had that Monday off already planned, not knowing I was going to be sick. Had to call in that Tuesday. That's when I felt the worst. Was able to work out of the house Wednesday and Thursday, but that was so hard for me to do. Right now, I wouldn't be able to do any sentences. I couldn't even finish a sentence without hacking and coughing just because it was just getting so bad because my cold ended up being bronchitis. And it's been really difficult trying to talk a lot when you have a job that you're talking on the phone a lot. I could barely even get a sentence out without just getting a coughing attack. So I ended up taking that Friday off. And then we had Thanksgiving week, which I managed to get through that week. But it's still just kind of, I sound worse than what I really feel. I still feel a little bit up here because it's still draining, obviously, and all that good stuff. Just trying to get rid of this, and I'm going to be going back in house. I haven't been in house at the company since spring when they were doing construction on our complete floor. So I've been actually working from home since spring, and tomorrow is my first day back in the office. So, but at least I'm not contagious anymore. It's just trying to get rid of all the loose stuff up here. I'm taking Mucinex and all that stuff. But anyway. So that's why I really have a real shortage on games. I hadn't made it to McKay's in like 3 weeks until this past weekend. I had to make a trip, and I did find one good game there. It just felt weird. I haven't been there in so long. So let me go ahead and go through these 4 before I start losing my voice here, because I do got to go back to work here in a minute. One of the games I picked up was Super Mega Lucky Box. This is such a fun game. Currently, it is in the alpha stage in BGA. I've become a reviewer on that website where I can actually check out games before they actually go out to the public. And they determine, okay, they always ask us, how does it play on the system? Do you think it's good to bring it on? Of course, I voted yes, please bring it on BGA because this game is a blast. It is a little marker game. You use dry erase markers on these blue boards, and these card numbers come up, and you need to fill out the boards. Some of them give you moons, some give you lightning bolts, which means if a 7 comes up, if you use one lightning bolt, you can go 1 away from that number. So you can use it for a 6 or an 8. Or you can use 2. If you needed to get a 6 and an 8 came up, you can use 2 of those lightning bolts to use a 6. You get bonus points for completing a square, like a little board here. And all the numbers are 1 through 9. There is 4 rounds, and whoever has the most points wins the game at the end of the game. Whoever has the most moons gets 6 bonus points at the end. Really fun little game. Super Mega Lucky Box. If you can find it, get it. Obviously, I have not done any episodes on it because I just got this last month. And unfortunately, I don't think I think the last episode I did was the card game for Ticket to Ride. So hopefully I'll be back in the driver's seat here pretty soon. As soon as I can get rid of this cough. Ay, ay, ay. All right, the second game I got was Hidden Leaders. I picked up this game. I wish I could remember what this was about, but I got this right at the beginning of the month. I watched a couple episodes on it, and it looked really cool. When you're playing, I think you have there's 4 different heroes, and I believe you represent 2 of them, and there's this middle board that you're trying to keep them in your area. So there's, I think, 3 or 4 different areas, and you have to try to keep these. I wish I could remember exactly. It's a deduction game, which is fun too. And you're all rivals, and you're trying to get these pieces in these certain areas. That way you win the game. It's really cool. But it's Hidden Leaders. I wish I could give you more details on it. Mine's a little foggy on it because I got it early in the month, and it looked really cool. So I went in and I picked it up. I believe there's a another edition to this as well since this has come out. Then we have this one here, Around the World in 80 Days. This one I just picked up literally just this last weekend. I made it down there. I had a little bit of credit left. I went ahead and used the rest of it for this one. I remember my buddy Matt really enjoyed this game. He had a really, I think it was 2 years ago, he did the episode on his channel, Matt Wilkins. And he, I opened it up. It was sealed. Excuse me. It was sealed. And I think it was like $12. So I figured why not open it up. And it is a beautiful looking game. Cards are cool. Everything looks really nice. Obviously everything's a mint because it was actually sealed. So I figured why not? I trust Matt's judgment. And I'm looking forward to trying this out very soon. Around the World in 80 Days. Actually, the box alone looks great. I mean, I love it. And like he said, I think he mentioned it on his channel too, the gold foil that's around there too. It just really looks really gorgeous. I mean, really well done job on Around the World in 80 Days. And then I believe 2 weeks ago or so, I announced on my community section on the YouTube page was Wingspan. I went ahead and I got a copy of Wingspan. They actually had 2 copies of McKay's. And this one, I believe, was actually, I don't remember if this one was sealed or not. No, they were both unsealed. But luckily, when I opened it, I was able to find everything was in there. So it's actually a complete copy. It's a little involved game. I've watched a couple of videos on it and watched some playthroughs. And I thought, well, you know what? I think it'd be a fun game to try out. So I went ahead and I purchased it. At the time, I didn't quite have enough credits for it, but it was about 3/4 of it was towards credit. So I went ahead and I bought most of it, and I think I paid like $10 towards it, which is great because this game is like $60 at Target. And elsewhere, it's not a cheap game to find. So I figured, why not? I'll join the Wingspan clan here and check it out. And hopefully down the road here, I'll be able to break it out and play it sometime. And see, it seemed like it would be a game I would like. It's a little involved, but I think once you kind of get over the hump and get to know where to put the cubes and how you play them and how you go backwards on once you play the cards and you go backwards on them, I think it'll make sense. So anyhow, I'm sorry it's a very short video. Those are the only 4 that I got this month that I even had a chance to even get. So hopefully I'll be back online very soon. I know I'm almost done with Truffle Shuffle. This was going to be the next game I'm doing. I actually videotaped my intro and my final thoughts, and then I left to California. But I haven't done the actual game, showing how the game plays. So I'm just trying to get my voice better because I don't want anybody trying to hear me and not understand me when I'm trying to show you how to play a game. That's the worst thing you could ever do, is not understand someone when they're trying to explain a game to you. So as soon as this garbage goes away, I'll be able to finish that episode, put it all together, and have Truffle Shuffle for you here pretty soon, as soon as I can get over this. All right, well, thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate your thoughts and your messages on when I did mention I was sick, and that's why I hadn't been on. I'm down the home stretch. I'm right around the corner. The light's at the end of the tunnel. Just need to flush this out and get that Mucinex going. And hopefully I'll get my voice back here where I can actually start doing episodes again, because I have missed doing episodes. I mean, it's almost been a month since I've done one. Shame on me, but it wasn't my fault. So anyway, all right, thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I appreciate all your support. Thank you, all subscribers. And hopefully we'll have Truffle Shuffle out very soon. All right, thank you, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this very short new additions for November. Hopefully December will be a lot better. All right, thank you so much, everybody. Have a good one. I hope you had a great Thanksgiving. And let's make December a very good month. Thank you, everybody.